Okay guys, welcome to day 2 of our Black Friday special offer. So we have Kevin here today. Today I will be hosting it. Got lots of exciting stuff to show you. Hi Kevin, how are you doing?
I'm really good. I'm excited for today. Today's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a bit of fun. We're going to have a bit of fun with this. Guys, hopefully in the chat, can you put, we were talking about this before we went live. We were wondering how many of you have done what Kevin asked you to do yesterday, which is to modify that PDF or have an offer ready. If you want to put in a chat if you've done it, give us a yes. Oh, this is the moment. Oh,
when we get to the Q&A bit after the training and you're all on camera, guess what you're all holding up today? Avatar. I haven't forgotten. Right? I might be like a goldfish in a lot of ways, but I've not forgotten this one.
So, yeah, how many people are going to have done that?
They've all left now.
Hey, I've got a little trick for you, right? Have your mobile phone, take a photograph of Kevin, and just at the end, just hold it up like that. If you haven't done your picture, right?
I've done a bit
right,
of it.
Terry. Right, okay, look, guys. So Terry's saying he hasn't because you had to leave. Yeah, sorry. So it's people that have gone through this and have got all those links and things. But Terry, you should have got the replay. It was sent out yesterday, so you should have got the replay, which has got those assets already in there. So if you check your inbox, you should find exactly where to go. And we'll be sharing more stuff today, Terry. So you can catch up. Like you guys that haven't kept up, it's fine. You can keep up, but we want people to finish and action things. And we're going to get you something. We're going to get you to do something on day 3. Okay, so it's good. Read super fast. Yeah, we busted.
I like that logistics training planner. Nice.
Whoa,
that looks good. Day 3, I can't make it. No worries. We'll have
replay be out.
We've got replays anyway, and for the avatar stuff, like I said yesterday, it was on Facebook, so you could literally just go back through the replay on Facebook if you can't find the link. So
yeah,
there were no links for the avatar bit. It was literally just go in. If you go into Canva, just as a quick tip, and I should have told you this yesterday, but I forgot. You can go into Canva and put client avatar in the templates, and there's a whole heap of them in there that you can make. Super easy.
That's good. Oh, there's a lot of people have completed it. It's really good. It's nice to see you guys complete it, because we were like, oh, we're going to say, have you done it? And they were going to get no response, and that would be like, oh,
because at the end we're going to take a big screenshot of everyone holding it up, and then everyone's going to get a chance to spend like 60 seconds just talking through their avatar to us. Just get really super clear on it. So yeah, I love that.
Fabulous. Helen's done hers as well. It's great. Nice. It's good to see lots of people back again. Fabulous. Right, guys. Okay, so we're going to start the presentation. There's probably going to be a few more people drop in, but we have a little slide deck of what we're going to be doing today, and we have stuff. We're going to set you up and prep you for the videos we're going to start playing, so you guys can start doing this stuff straight away. If you get left behind, please don't ask me to pause, stop, or go through. You'll have to catch up on the video, okay? So if you do one thing today, if you get the block code for the template into a course, okay? That's an unpublished course, because you just want to click create course, and you get that block code, one block code into that page, I'll be happy, all right? Regardless of the rest, you can catch up on the replay. We're not going to be too hard on you. I do go fast. We've got 30 minutes of recorded content, so it took 30 minutes to do what we're going to do today. All right, that was set the templates up for every page, set the pricing links up, add a bump and an upsell in 30 minutes. I expect you guys to be doing that in an hour to an hour and a half, okay? Just because I work quick. So try and keep up, but if you can't, just try and get one of those block codes in. So I'll be asking you at the end. So we're going to do a little slide share now. So Kevin will turn his camera off, and I'll flick up the share, and Kevin's going to start us off. So here we go. Ready, guys? I hope you're super excited, because this is going to be good fun. Let's go.
Okay, so we're on day two. We're going to be sharing assets for you to use to give you the starting blocks for your Black Friday offer. So yesterday we was all about the creating. Today we're all about the creating the area you're going to sell it from. That's the basis of today. So creating the thumbnail image for our planner, create a course to hold the offer. You're going to be thinking about a bump or an upsell or both. And we're going to demonstrate exactly how you can implement those. Setting up your pricing and your coupons, that's going to be a real special one, the coupon link. So look out for that. There's be a choice of 3 templates for you to use. So we're not just doing a one size fits all today. We're going to give you the code for 3 templates that you can pick one and adapt. Why we completely removed the pricing and dynamic content, and we're going to show you how to implement all of those. So that's today's day 2. Next slide, please, Maestro.
Right, this is creating our thumbnail. So you guys will have already done this, hopefully. You exported 4 pages out of the planner and you grabbed the template PDF thumbnail generator and you clicked and you uploaded the file and you created your little PDF generator. Okay, we did that yesterday. So it's just a little bit of a recap. That was the little thing with the little pages that lay out, which we're going to be using. So hopefully you've got those on your desktop. You've got your offer PDF and you've got your little thumbnail that you're ready to run with. Okay, so let's move on.
So this is the templates that we're going to be giving you. So you choose a template that's good for you. Remember, you can change the colors, and you should change the colors and the fonts. You should be familiar with this in Zenler now, where you create a course, it gives you a template. You don't put it out as it is. You go in and change stuff. So take the file, keep it on your desktop, and we will use it. And create the course and upload the template. Add the PDF thumbnail if you want it.
Yep. So how the offer works, right? This all makes sense once you start actually creating it. So we're offering a 50% on our Black Friday deal. Okay. So you've got to think, what am I going to offer this for? Let's say £2.50 or $2.50. So you're going to set a price of $5, but you're going to apply a coupon that's going to take 50% out, making it a Black Friday offer of 50% off. So we want the PDF to look valuable for we show it at a higher price, $5, but Black Friday offer, we're just offering it for £2.50. If we use the dynamic pricing, we cannot make the point of this, so we delete it out and create our own. Again, that will become obvious when we do it. So you guys that are thinking of leaving that dynamic pricing block, in this case, we're not going to. And this is going to be really interesting for you guys to see this, because it means that you don't have to necessarily use the dynamic blocks that are in Zenler. And it's really worth noting this, because a lot of people are like, can I customize it how I want? Yes, you can create your own block and you can link. So we're going to show you how to do that. And this is why I said it's not just about this Black Friday offer. This workshop is more than that. It tells you how you could design your courses differently in the platform itself, which is going to be really good. So to apply this discount, we will use a coupon. Okay. Over to you, Kevin.
Right, how the bumper upsell offer works. Obviously, let's assume you don't know what a bumper or an upsell is. So you have your main product, which is in this case going to be your planner. We're going to offer an immediate bump, which is you can get this right now on this checkout. And then once they've gone through into the cart and said, yeah, I want it, we're going to offer them another product if we wish. Now, you don't have to do those two. It's not an absolute essential, but it is a good way of making sure that you maximize the opportunity of people buying something from you. But remember, and this is absolutely key, it has to relate to the planner. So don't say, right, here's my planner on dog training, and by the way, would you like to buy this course on how to teach yoga? Because you do both. It won't work. It has to be highly linked to what the planner is trying to achieve for your client. So that's my one caveat on that. We can also add a coupon for the bump or upsell or both if we wish. So you can do a double or triple offer running through this particular deal.
Yeah, and that's the flexibility of Zenler. Okay, so I just want to quickly go into the pricing flow now, just so you sort of understand what's happening. So we've got our sales page, okay, which is going to be formatted with the template that you're going to add in. So we've got our PDF planner is going to be in, they're going to buy this. This is what they're buying, okay. So £5 reduced to £2.50 using coupons, okay. That'll then go into a checkout page where the PDF planner that's normally $5 will get reduced to $2.50. And they'll see this straight away. They won't have to enter or redeem a code. They can just see it straight away. At that stage, they also have the order bump. So this is where you can add an order bump in here that you can also apply a discount to, and you'll see that in the video. Now, once they finish paying for that, they'll then go to a thank you page where you can have an upsell. So you can have another product in there, upselling again with a discounted amount if you want. Remember, this is Black Friday. We're trying to push sales through. So you could leave this at your standard price, or you can apply the coupons, but we've shown you how to do it so you can decide for yourself, okay? Once they finish this process and maybe bought everything, which would be great, then they go through to access their PDF planner for the download, and of course the automations in the upsell and the order bump will be sent out to them, because you'll have the automation set up in both of these, and they can access their relevant buy-ins at those points, such as bump and upsell. So that's how it works. So it's automatically applied during the checkout process. So that is the pricing flow that we're following. I just wanted to show you that because then it makes it crystal clear what's going on. I hope. Okay, so with that said and done, we are back, and there may be some questions in there, Kevin, I'm not sure.
All I'll say is, once we've been through the training, let's address the upsell and the bump and what that looks like, because that you have to be quite specific with that to get it right. Okay, you can't do an upsell on a $2.50 product of £1,000 worth of training, right? It doesn't work. So you have to have in your mind, and if you can't organise that bit properly in time, then you can leave it out. But we'll talk about that in Q&A. Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you guys have got the view set on speaker mode as well. Don't put it on gallery mode. Okay. Okay. So just make sure, it doesn't matter, we've just gone through that bit. You're going to be covering the video. You haven't missed anything. You just heard us talking about what the slides say. So you've not missed anything, all right, guys? So you guys that haven't got it, get to understand Zoom as well, right? If you're in here and you're doing this and you haven't been in much, you should really understand how Zoom works so you get the most out of it, okay? So, especially with these complex workshops. Okay, so with that said and done, I'm going to now supply you with a link, okay? And can you see me, guys? Speaker mode, I should be the only one showing on the page. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and I'm going to share this page with you guys, and I'm going to drop this in the chat, all right? So this is our main replay page. This is yesterday's live session, okay? So Terry, if you want to catch up with this, you've got, this is going to be the link that you're going to use. When you see here day 2 coming soon, day 3, the videos will be dropped in here. So please bookmark this page so you can refer back to it. Everything will be in here at the end of day 3. Inside here, we have the PDF offer. This was from day 1. And then we have the speedy template generator here, which was also day 1. But now we move on to the templates here. So I'm going to give you this URL, and you're going to then have access to these, and you can look at these. They're all slightly different. You can change and modify them after the live's finished. Yeah, just modify them after. All I want you to do is install this code into the sales page on the course that you're about to create. All right, when you click these, it will download a text file that you can open up, and you can copy that code. Shortcut to copying all of the code in a page is hold the control key, press A, and then control key, press C to copy, and you'll be able to paste that into the block. You'll see the video and it'll explain exactly what's going on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys that are live with us today this link in here. Don't do anything yet. Don't grab the code. Just have this page open in your browser. All right, so Diane watched it at 2 times the speed. Well done, you. Right, so here is that page. Right, this is the main page. Bookmark this page. It's really important 2 hours after we finish this live, this video will be up there for you to rewatch, and hopefully you have the code in there so you can start playing around and making it all your own. All right. Tracy, she can only understand us at 1.5. Kevin, classic. So that is make sure that you've got that and you've got that open. Now I want you to open your Zenler site. Now guys, I'm hoping that you've got 2 monitors or you've got enough real estate to be able to open another monitor on your computer. If you haven't, you'll have to watch this after, okay? So open your site and go to courses and you're ready. So you can jump between the tabs then. All right, guys, you can jump between the tabs for the pages, because the first thing you're going to do is create a course here. Okay, so you're going to have these tabs. You're going to be able to jump between the 2 of them. Let me just put that on full screen so you can see. So there, and you can jump between these 2 then, okay, using those tabs. Okay, so that puts us in the position to start the first video. But before I do that, I want to see who is excited. Give me a yes or a yahoo or just something crazy. Let's go. Yo. Right. Okay, good. Right. You've got that page. You're ready to go. So watch this. If it's too fast for you, remember we have got the replay. Okay. It's not a sprint. Okay, it's more important you understand, but if you guys can get the block code in at the end of this session, I'll be super happy about it. And for you guys that do it after, I will also be super happy. As long as day 3, you guys have done it all, then I've done my job. Because Kevin's day 1 went so well yesterday and you guys have all finished. So I need to up my bar and I need you guys to have done this stuff, all right? Okay, right, let's get on with the first video. We've broken this into 3 videos. The first one is installing the template, creating a course, installing the template. The second one is all about pricing, how the pricing and coupons work, and adding it to a button. Okay, and the last one is about the bump and upsell. Okay, this first video is the longest, it's 15 minutes long. Then the next 2 videos are 9 minutes each. Okay, so let's do this. Let's jump in. So hopefully after day 1, you have your Black Friday free PDF customized to your liking, and you've downloaded it and hopefully left it on somewhere easy to find like your desktop. Now hopefully you've also now done the Canva PDF graphic, so it's got your pages in there if you followed the video. Now we move on to actually deciding on the template you wish to use. So this page will give you the templates that we've done for you. These are 3 basic designs that you can change the colors to if you like to match how you want your offer to look. But it includes all of the key things. You can change this and adapt it to suit your needs. All you need to do is click one of these that you select. So if for instance I want to use this Black Friday one, I'm just going to click grab code. Now this is going to open up on my desktop and I'm going to put this on my desktop here, and remember it's called this, and I'll be using this code to put this into our course once we set it up. So I'm going to click save now, and now we're finished, and now we can jump into our site and start creating our offer. So now you should have 3 files. One is the template code that we just downloaded. You should have your PDF of your planner that you've output as a PDF file, and of course our thumbnail that we created. Let's now jump and create our course and start adding these into it. Let's create a new course. Let's label this with a course title. In this case, Black Friday Special Daily Dog Planner, and click Create Course. This will now take us to the curriculum page, which we are not going to be using. We're going to click straight away into Pages. And now I'm going to open up our main sales page. Click Edit. Inside this page, I'm going to delete pretty much all of the blocks apart from the footer. Because we're going to be using our template, I'm going to click in this first block and delete. The course summary, I'm also going to delete. Course curriculum, the author, the testimonial sample, and even the course pricing. This will be clear why this is being deleted later. I'm even going to delete out the header, but just before I do this, I'm going to go into blocks, empty block, and I'm going to drag an empty block into this area here. Now I'm going to delete out the header. The reason I'm deleting the header out is I want this to kind of be a landing page for people to buy into the course. Once they're in the course, they'll have access to the header menu in any case. This area here, this empty block, will be where we put our code from our Black Friday download template. Here, this is the code that you downloaded, not the PDF or the thumbnail. Let's click and open this and select all. Control, hold the control key, press A, hold the control key, press C, come back into this page, and inside here, open this tab up on the left hand side. And where you see these two brackets, click it. Now we want to delete out the content that's here by selecting and deleting, and we want to simply press Ctrl V to paste the content from the template code. Let's click Save. Now automatically we have our template added to our page. Let's click Save now. You're going to get the SEO settings come up. I suggest that you put some text in here and any images that you've got. In this case, I'm going to click Images and I'm going to use the dog file here and click Upload without crop. This is okay for the title, and I'm going to add a description. A simple description has been added, and now in the keywords, I want to put keywords separated by a comma. So in this case, I'm going to take this line here apart from the exclamation mark, and I'm going to add it to the keywords. I'm then going to put a comma and then add more keywords. Black Friday for dogs. Anything related to what someone might type into the search engines. Add 5 or 6 of these and then click Done. Click Save again, and now we have done our SEO preview and we have our base page ready for you to edit this text to your liking. This offer, I want to change this to $5 and insert here $2.50. You might want to change the end date of this as well inside here. And now this area we're going to upload with our new generated image. Click the settings of the image element, go to settings, inside here click and upload your dog planner there. Now you might adjust some of the colors to your liking as well, and of course you can delete certain areas if they don't work for your design, or even replace them. This now gives you the starting block for your sales page for your planner. Please note that we have unlock offer here. These are the buttons for people to press to go and buy your offer. We will be changing these later. If we just look at them quickly by going to settings and settings, you'll see there's no link applied yet. We need to apply a link to this, which is what we're going to do after we've finished setting up the pages. Once you've changed this text and got it to how you wish it to look, make sure that you save it and you preview it. This is our previewed page. We're also going to check that it looks good on mobile by reducing the page down. If it all looks good, we can move on. Please note that you need to check the countdown timer as well. You can select the countdown timer, go to settings, and just check that your date and time is correct inside here. You'll want to set your time zone as well. Any changes, make sure you save straight after you've made those changes. Let's move on to the other page, but just before I do, once I've changed this page content, I'm going to come in to the code for this block and click this, and I'm going to copy it again. Hold the control key, press A, hold the control key, press C. We're now going to move on to the next page, which is the checkout page. In the checkout page, make sure that you edit these or delete these blocks out. I'm going to delete them out. I'm not going to delete out the pricing block. Otherwise, I will not be able to take payment. However, for this top block here, I'm going to replace it with the copied code. Select all, Control A, delete, Control V to paste it in, and click Save. Now this is far too big for this page, so I'm going to delete out lots of the blocks I don't need. Let's go through and delete all of the blocks apart from the top block. Select that row and delete. The row and delete. And finally, I'm going to delete out this as well. And you can change this text if you wish. I'm also going to move this up slightly here. And I think I'll even remove the Black Friday offer at the top. This is purely a header for the pricing. Now I've made changes to this, I'm going to again click in here for the code, Control A to select all, Control C to copy, and then cancel it. Make sure I save this page and move on to the next page. You can again set up your SEO settings in here if you wish. Once you're finished, click Done and save the page. Let's move on to the thank you page now. For the thank you page, we're going to just put the header into the top area and leave the rest as it is. Let's go blocks, empty block, drag the block inside here, open up the tab and paste that content in. Control A to select all and delete, and Control V to paste, and click Save. I'm also going to delete out the header for this as well, just so that it remains nice and clean. Let's click Save again, and again let's set up our SEO inside here. Please note you could copy this to a WordPad and paste the same thing in each of the pages, or make each one individual. Once you've finished, click Save, and we move on to the last page, which is the course access page. In the course access page, we're going to want a button for them to click and download the PDF. So we don't need to use the curriculum, and I'm even going to delete out the review block. For this top block, I'm going to replace it with the code. I'm going to click to this block and go over to the code tag, press Control A, delete this code out and press Control V and click Save. Now for this page, because it is the course access page, I'm going to leave the header menu in so people can navigate around your site. But I'm going to change this because they're actually in the course now, so this text needs to be changed. Now I'm going to insert a button here, and we need to upload our PDF to the system so that we can link it to this button in a minute. I'm going to click Edit for this button, and inside here I'm going to put Download your planner. For the action, I'm going to choose Go to Link. I haven't put the PDF into the site yet, so for now I'm going to put a hashtag in there. And now I'm just going to change the style of this background to a red. I don't need the course curriculum block, so I'm going to delete this out. Remember, I am in the course access page now, and I'm also going to delete out the review. Down here, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I want this to stand on its own so they can click straight into here. I'm also going to put a little bit of a space between this and this line. Let's click save. Now all we need to do, once we've filled in our SEO settings, is to upload our PDF. I'm going to click done to this, and I'm going to click save. Now all of our pages are set up for our course, and all in about 13 minutes. Let's now upload our PDF into our site. Let's jump back to our admin, go to site, jump into media library, and inside the media library click upload file. We're going to locate our PDF now, which we have here in our folder, and click open. We're going to then click upload. Let's now click the share file and copy this link. Notice link sharing on. Logged in users with this link can download. This is absolutely fine because we want people to be logged in to be able to download the file. If you want anyone to be able to download the file, you can put anyone with a link can download this. I'm going to copy this link now, and I'm going to jump back into this page that I have, the download your planner, and I'm going to click the gear icon, go over to settings, and instead of a hashtag now, I'm going to put that URL. I'm also going to click open in new tab, and I'm going to click save. Just to recap, we've now created a course, we've created the sales, the checkout, the thank you, and the course access page, and we have added a link to the PDF. All we need to do now is set up our pricing and our coupons so that our pricing takes the discounted amount into account. We're going to do that now. So guys, I'm not sure if you all managed to keep up with that. I see quite a few comments coming into the chat. So Kevin, have you been monitoring what people have been asking, any of those sort of things?
Yeah, I sympathise with Helen. She said it's a little bit too fast for her. I often, the way I learn through video, especially when I'm doing stuff, is I'll have it on a different monitor and then I'll watch it, pause it, then do it. And then I know if I've not quite got it, I can just rewind that little bit. It's a bit hard when we're going through page by page by page and we're not pausing. So don't worry, you can get the replay on it. Some of you might not be overly familiar with the course area right now. You might be new to some of this, so it can look a little bit complicated when there's lots of codey stuff on the screen, right? And there's lots of empty blocks everywhere. It looks a little bit funny. I get that. But if you just follow the way that that's been done, you'll notice there was no actual code being typed. It was literally copy, paste, and copy.
That's all it is. That's all it is,
really
copy and pasting.
But be brave with it. Don't be frightened of deleting stuff out. I know people often get a little bit nervous about, oh, what if I delete the wrong thing? You won't delete the wrong thing. All right, it's really, really easy system to get your head around. So pretty much that was the main questions coming in.
Right, yeah, and the other thing was template 3, you said it's just showing the header block. I've noticed it is. So use template 1 and 2. I'm not sure what happened to 3. Obviously quite a lot of work putting it all together, and maybe it was only the top section. So that will be updated if you watch the replay and go to that link, probably about 10 minutes after the live finishes. I'll put the whole template in if you like template 3. But at least we got template 1 and 2, which I double checked and they're all fine, okay? So I don't know, did anyone manage to keep up? Because it's a lot, yeah? But it's not that hard. All it is set a course up, sales page, delete it all out, chuck in an empty block, and then just pull out that little tab and replace with the code that you downloaded. So you just copy and you paste and you just click save and bang, it's done. And when it's done, you can then alter that with the text that you want in there. Okay, your offer might be $10 and you're reducing it to $5. Just change those little strike throughs and things, and then you can then take that block, copy the code of the new one that you've done in the page, and you can copy that across to the checkout page. You can delete out all the bits you don't need and leave the nice header in there, copy that and put that across on the thank you page, course access. Guys, you might need to watch this 2 times to sort of understand it, but I promise you, if you spend a little bit of time and understand this, this will be really good for you later. For instance, I'll give you an example. You do a page up, you do a lovely block, and you're like, oh, I really want that block on another page. Now you know how to do it. Copy the block code, go into another page, drop it in there, bang, it's done. So this is what I mean. When we do these workshops, it's multiple levels of things that you can do. It's not just for this workshop. This is what we're showing you is fundamentals in the platform that Zenler is so powerful for. And that's why I love it. Like, you know, it's like Kevin said, you know, code, I love to do the code in here and things like this, but I love it because of those features, and it's really not that hard. Now we've got Tracy Browning in here, so just ask her about the Ninja Tricks course. It's full of code, and she's like finds it really easy stuff. Oh, there she is. Yeah, ninja stuff. So like, she's not a techie, but she found that easy, didn't you, Tracy? So it depends how you look at it. If you look at code and you're scared straight away, just look at code as being something that you can play with. All right, that's all. So we're copying the code, we're dumping it somewhere else, and Zenler gives you the ability to do that. I think it's one of the only platforms where you can do this kind of thing, and this works for free users, not just for Pro and Premium, right? So it's pretty cool. So we are now ready. So we've got our page set up. Did anyone finish it, by the way, guys?
No, nobody finished it. Lots of people understood it.
Right.
I think Rudy made a good point that this is how you can use the course area to create a digital product for sale without creating a course, right? And I think that's one of the great things about this. We often talk about it and we assume everybody knows what we mean. And it can be, and clearly not everybody does, but I think this really makes it crystal clear. This is how you can deliver a digital product without having to go through a curriculum.
Yeah, we had that. We had a question come in, and someone was asking. Sorry, I don't remember. Was it Helen? Was asking. Oh, do we put this into the lesson? And I was like, "Watch the video. It's not finished yet." Yeah, because that's the whole point. We don't use the curriculum for this. Now, we've put a PDF and a button link into the PDF, but you could put a video in there. You know, your offer could be a video. Your offer might be multiple PDF files. Drop another button in underneath. You know, it might be a PowerPoint presentation. You know, it doesn't have to be a PDF. It could be whatever you like inside that area. And remember, we're not building it out like a course. We're not spending a lot of time on this. We're trying to get this offer in to use it as a bump and upsell. It's got to be a value, but we don't want to spend a ton of time on it. And that's the whole point. So by getting rid of the course curriculum, we're not using any of the features in the course curriculum. We're purely using the course access page, as Martin was saying earlier. On there.
Kelly, I'm really pleased that you found that's really unblocked you from selling your standalone stuff, because that's a big part of the workshops that we run is about helping you just overcome some of those hurdles that you're not quite sure about. And sometimes, like today, we trip over something that you've clearly struggled with for a while, but maybe couldn't articulate what it was that you needed. And if this has helped you, that's brilliant. Yeah,
superb. Yeah, we've also had Jill do has actually posted a picture, so she's obviously done it on her system. So we have got someone done it. We got Diane saying about branding colors. Now these have been set up, these have been custom branding colors to give impact. Okay, there's a reason why we use these really strong Black Friday. Black Friday is all about the black, it's all about the red, it's all about the yellow. Okay, so that's why we've done it for this. We've made a lot of impact, but you can change it, but be careful, it's got to be really impactful. So you want to use real contrasting colors to get that impact. I suggest you try to keep with these colors, but just influence it with your colors. Okay.
Oh, I think we're ready to move on.
We are. Okay, so now what we're looking at is the pricing side. So remember, you set your template up. We've got that button in there. At the moment, that button's just got a hashtag added to it, so it's not going anywhere. So we now need to send that button in our sales page to the checkout page. But at the same time, we want to make sure that when people click through, the discount is applied. So we'll be creating a coupon for that offer, the PDF planner, at 50% off. And we'll be taking that URL, slightly manipulating it. And it's not a lot of work. It's just a slight manipulation to the end. And then we'll be adding it to that button. So when they click it, it's going to go straight through to the checkout page, and that 50% is going to be added. It's going to be in there already. Okay, so this is the pricing. It's left as its own video because it's really important you understand this, because again, it can be used for other things that you're doing. All right, so once again, I'm going to ask you guys, are you ready for the next part, which is the all-important pricing? Yes, hey, we're off already. You already know. You know what I'm going to say. I'm so obvious. Oh dear, I'm going to have to change it up a bit. Okay, let's do this. This is about 9 minutes long, so quite a quick one. And again, you can catch up on the replays of this. I know it can be a much, but this is pretty easy once you see it. It's just do this, do this, do this. You might need to pause the video, right? Okay, but do. It's very simple. Okay, let's go. Okay, so here is the course that we made, and now we haven't got a course image, so you need to make sure that you're uploading a course image into there. And what I can do is I can just use the sales page to generate this. This is what I do sometimes for these things, but you can create it in Canva. So if I preview this page, I can use something like Windows Snip to snip certain part of it out. So inside Windows, you have a snipping tool here, and I can just select new, and then I can just select part of this screen like this and save that on my desktop and use that as a course image. So I've just grabbed that from the screen and I'm just going to use it for that course image in there. So let's jump back to the course image now, go to course details, and inside here I can just change this and upload that file that I put on the desktop. Now it will give us a crop area for the right size, so you can just position that nicely and get it in there so it looks good like that. Maybe I'll do it a bit bigger here, make sure there's a bit of yellow in there as well, and then I'll center it in there by eye, something like that. Gives you the little boxes to guide you, and then I'll just click crop and save, and that way I've got a lovely image in there just generated from the sales page. Okay, so what we need to look at now is our pricing. Now all of our pages had the dynamic pricing taken out, and we haven't set any pricing up for our special offer. So we're going to set that pricing up at the full price. Now remember, it was $5 and then we're offering it at 50% off. So I'm going to go into pricing now, and I'm going to add a new pricing plan. And inside here, I'm going to do a one-time purchase, and I'm going to click next. So inside here, I'm going to offer this at $5 in here. Don't worry, we'll be changing this in a minute. And we're going to call this dog planner for this particular one. Okay. And I'm going to put in here, grab this deal. Although you do not see this because we've replaced it with our own button, I'm going to put it in there anyway. And that's done, $5, one-off payment, and I'm going to click finish. Okay. So what I need to do now is I need to reduce this cost by 50%. So I need to create a coupon for this. So if I go into courses here, you're going to see that I have a coupons over here on the left hand side. I'm going to create a new coupon for this offer. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to call this Black Friday. So I'm going to just call it BLK, and then I'll put 24 in there. Okay, so I know that's Black Friday 24, and I'm going to offer an amount off, but you could use a percentage of 50%. If you're offering 50%, so you can put percentage. So I do 50%. If I wanted amount, say that it's $5 and I wanted to take $1 off, I could put in here amount and then one in there, but I'm going to use percentage, 50% off. That'll make £5, £2.50. I'm not going to do it all products. I'm going to do it for a specific course, so specific product, and I'm going to go and select that course that we set up. That's all we need to do. We also need to set up the pricing plan, so you need to do that pricing plan first. That's done. And now are we going to put a limit on it or expiry? Well, it's Black Friday, so you might want to expire this on a certain date if you want to. Okay. and then that coupon will no longer work and it will be the full price. I'm going to leave it blank for now. If you're got a subscription or anything, you could apply it during every billing, first billing, or a certain amount of months as well. But this is set up for us now. I'm going to click add. Now this has added this coupon in here, and if you look under here, it will give us that link. But this link is to the sales page, and I want this to be applied to the buy page. So all I need to do is grab this end part, which is question mark, coupon, hyphen, and then, sorry, equals, and then the actual coupon. This is the only bit I need, all right? So I'm going to copy that link, and you'll see why in a second. So I'm going to copy that link, okay? Just that end part from the question mark, because this part is the whole URL to the sales page, and I want this to only appear in the checkout, okay? This is really important. So I right hand click and copy question mark, coupon, equals, and then the redemption code in there, BLK24. I've copied that, okay? Really, really important. It's the key. Right, close that down. We're going to go back into our course now, and this is going to be added to the end. So what I like to do to make it really crystal clear for you guys is I'm going to put it in a word pad here so you can see that end part. I'm going to make this nice and big for you so you can see what's going on. That's the part I just copied, okay? So let's now go to our Black Friday planner. Let's go to our pages, and on the checkout page URL, which is this one, we're going to copy it. Okay, I'm copying that. I'm going to go back to my special document, and I'm going to append that at the front of it. So this is what we've got, buy question mark coupon. We've appended it. This was the link before, okay? And we've just appended this end part here, question mark coupon. This is the link we need. Now I'm going to show you this so you can see exactly what happens. I'm going to go into incognito. Well, actually not incognito because it won't show. I haven't published the course yet. But if I go into logged in and I put this in here, it will take me to the checkout page, and it will apply that discount automatically to that page with this URL. Okay, that's the key. So all I need to do now is I need to go to our sales page and drop that in where the button is. So let me just open up our sales page and drop this in where the button is. Okay, I'm on the sales page, so I'm going to click on the button, click the settings. In here where we have the hashtag, I'm going to replace it with the whole URL, so buy question mark coupon. Okay, I'm going to click save. I'm going to go down to the last button, which is down the bottom, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing. And I'm going to open this up. Instead of the hash, I'm going to put that URL, and I'm going to click save. Now this will apply this directly to that. So if I preview this, you're going to see now that you have this $5 offer, and it's offer £2.50, $2.50. If we click here, this coupon's going to be applied. You can see down the bottom left-hand corner, it says coupon, question mark, coupon equals black 24. Let's click this, and it's applied that discount. So we haven't got to have them enter a redemption code into here. We've done it directly from that page. Now, if we were to use the pricing, the dynamic pricing, you couldn't do that. You'd have to go straight to this page, have the full price, and then they'd have to put the code in there. So we're bypassing that dynamic pricing block by creating our own button block there that goes to the checkout page with the coupon automatically added inside it, saving your customers a lot of trouble with getting coupons wrong and these sort of things. We put it directly in the page. Now remember, after this Black Friday finishes, you could change all this text and you could take that coupon link off and just go straight to the buy page, which is obviously this link here. Okay, but while the special offer's running, I want at the end of the URL question mark and then the coupon equals and then whatever the coupon is in the URL to go straight to that area. From that point on, it's all a matter of just going through the pages. So we've actually set up this now. Now we need to talk about the bump. So let's have a look at the bump in the next video. So guys, hopefully that was clear. I've got a lot of people have gone, I can see where this is going now. They kind of understand what's going on. So what we've done there is we created a coupon and we've tied it straight into the buy checkout page. Now, what happens when you have the dynamic pricing in? You know the dynamic pricing, that if you set up pricing, they all appear in there. What every button underneath those pricing things, what they do is they just take them to the checkout page. So that's exactly what we can do manually. We can set a button up, we can drive it to the checkout page, but by appending that URL after buy, having question mark coupon equals and then your code, it will then apply any coupons that you've got straight into that area, meaning that you don't have to have a thank you page that says use coupon black 24, which you could do, and then they could put that in there manually. We're trying to make it frictionless. So by actually embedding it into the button itself, it means that they can just have that applied. Okay, and that's what we've done. That's all we've done, and I can see that you guys have got that, and that is probably the most important part, because although we gave you the template to create the pages, you could probably create those yourself, yeah, but maybe you wouldn't understand the coupon part and the embedding. So that was a really important video for you to understand there. Any other things coming, Kevin, on that?
No, everyone seems to have got it. They all understood it, I think. You just need to go back and watch it again, just to make sure you're getting the right bits of the code on the end there. This is how affiliate links used to work years and years ago, having to get the question mark onwards and put it onto URL. That's how you used to be able to affiliate something on pretty much any page. We tend not to do it now because systems have become more intuitive. So that you don't have to do it now, but if you were affiliate marketing 15 years ago, it was quite a common practice to do all that stuff.
And in fact, if we're thinking about this, it might be a nice feature to have that. You know, I like to look at these things and go like, how can we make life easier? Would actually be quite a good idea to have that in the price plans, wouldn't it, Kevin? So you could immediately apply it inside there, and then that pricing plan would go through and show a strike through on the initial cost, and then the applied thing straight in there. That might be something that comes in. This is why we like doing these workshops, where we can bat ideas off each other and get ideas from you guys as well. But that's how you do it, okay? And like Kevin said, affiliates work. Our affiliate system actually works in exactly the same way. You can append the end to any URL and it'll track him through. It's exactly the same. So again, like we were saying before, when we teach you these workshops on how to do something, it's applicable in a lot of different areas. Okay, so a lot of you have understood that, and that's a really good thing, because that is one of the main things, to get that offer price to go in there. So we now move on to the last video, which is about the bump. So then we've kind of done it, we've set us up. So this next one is about up bump. It's also saying about upsell as well, if you want to use the upsell. We can talk about this later. I'm sure Kevin wants to talk about that side of things. And also in there, we're going to set up the automation as well, because that hasn't been talked about. Okay, so last video, and then we're back to you. We can open it all up, we can have a good old chat, and then we'll get this video live and you guys can work through it. Hopefully you'll get it done for tomorrow. Okay, let's go. Right, last video, bumps, upsells and automations. Really easy, guys. Let's do this. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to create an order bump. So an order bump is something extra people can buy at the checkout phase. Okay, and we're going to use this course here. You can pick any of the courses you like to place into an order bump. Okay, so I'm going to go back into here. I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to do two things. One is you can put the order bump in at full price, or you can apply a coupon to it. Okay, so if you want to put it at full price, you can, or you can put a discount on that as well. Now if I go into coupons, so I'm looking at this one, which is core transformation kit bump. Okay, I'm going to go into coupons here, and I'm going to create a new coupon. Okay, in here. Let's add that coupon, and let's go and select the product first of all, specific product. Let's go and pick that bump transformation kit there for it to be applied to, and I'm going to call this 50 off BLK. Okay, for this particular one, and I'm going to say percentage. let's give them 50% off. Okay. And of course, if it's a subscription or payment plan, you can say for first billing only, or apply for every billing on subscription, or apply a discount for a certain amount of months. I'm going to leave it as it is for now because it's a one-off price. You also need to select the payment plan that it's applied to as well. So I just clicked in there. Now this has been created. Okay, so I'm going to click add. Okay, that's now been added. It's 50 off BLK. Okay, going to jump back into the course now. This main course, not this one. And we're going to add a bump to the checkout page. Let's go to pages. Let's go to the checkout page, which is here, and click edit. And now inside the checkout page, we're going to add an order bump. Let's click this, and you're going to see that the right hand menu comes out where we can select the course. Let's go and select that course, Core Transformation Kit Bump. You're also going to see that you can choose the plan inside here. And you can choose a coupon, and you can see that coupon has been generated for that, so it automatically gets added. Notice the price of the course at the moment here is £100, $100. Let's go and select this, and you're going to see it will change now to 50, giving them a special offer. You can also go in here and you can change this and add a description or extra to the title. So I'm going to call this 50% off for Black Friday. Okay, and then I can put extra description text down here as well. As you can see, I've put grab this special offer only for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Get it while you can. And then I'm going to put in here, yes, add this amazing deal. Okay, and that's it. Now we're going to save the order bump. Now this will apply in the checkout phase. Let's go and preview it. Here's our previewed page, and as you can see, we've got this, and we're able to add this as well. As soon as you add it, the price will go up inside here. The last thing we just need to talk about is upsells. If you want to, you can add an upsell to the thank you page. An upsell is an offer after checkout of the initial product. This is optional, of course, and I advise for Black Friday just to use the bump. But I'm going to show you anyway. Let's go to the thank you page. And inside the thank you page, you're going to have the option to add an upsell. See here, add upsell. Let's click this. And now we can select a new course inside here. Let's say that we're giving people another course like weekly yoga Mondays. We're going to choose that plan in there, and you could even apply a coupon if you've got one set. You can go in here at this stage and you can edit this as you like, but the order's been added inside here. This is an upsell. Let's click that and preview the page. Now on our thank you page, once they've been through the checkout stage, they can add this to their order. The last thing we need to look at is automations inside the course itself. We have our course access URL here. We have automations here inside of our Black Friday offer. Let's go to automations, and you can set up as many emails as you like, but we're going to keep this simple and just have the thank you for enrolling in this. You can change this text in here and the text in here, and this can be sent out, and we can use personalization. I'm going to edit these now. So here we go. I've just added very simple text. I've put dear, and then I've used personalization, which you can get from here, where you can actually add the first, last name, full name, email, course name, sales, course access URL, course player, mailing address, and unsubscribe. Okay, so inside here we have the course URL. This is the course URL to the Black Friday offer for them to download their PDF. Okay, then we just got a little bit of text. I do advise to put a little bit of a CTA telling people about the rest of your training, and you can put a link to your homepage inside there. You might generate some more sales through doing this. Down the bottom we have the general mailing address, and we have the unsubscribe, which are part of GDPR, and we leave in. And we have first name and offer in there, and we have after enrollment this email will fire out to them. Let's just preview this quickly. You can see there it gives the name of the course to the Black Friday offer. Okay, you can, of course, if you want to, embed a link as well. Sometimes this is nice to do. So if I save this, I prefer to actually put a link in here to the course access page myself, rather than leave it to the personalizations. Let's quickly save this. Let's make it active for now. This is now active and ready to fire when someone enrolls. I'm going to change this URL, so I'm going to go to pages. I'm going to go down to the course access page down here. I'm going to copy this URL, come back to my automations, go into this particular automation by editing, and instead of using the personalization link, I'm going to just put my own text in here. Go get your PDF now. I'm going to select that text and I'm going to put the link in there, insert link, and then paste that link that I just copied. Now, if they are not logged in, they will go to the login page, and as soon as they log into their account, they will be taken to the course access page to download. Let's click insert, and now this is finished. So this looks a lot better than the standard course URL, which I'll just put down here so you can see the difference between the two. Let's put that in there, and let's preview this. As you can see, this link is a lot better looking than have this long URL. And this is why I choose to put this in myself and not use the personalizations. Let's click save. And we are finished. We now have our offer page all ready. And it's definitely worth going through and testing, so you can publish the page and then you can test as a student. But this Black Friday offer is all ready to go now. Just make sure you check through your pages, making sure everything's correct before publishing. At that point, you're ready to market your Black Friday special ultimate planner. And there we have it. So a few questions coming. I've got Christina, and you know, if you're not using the automations in there, that's your choice and your settings. We won't talk about that, because that's your system and how you set it up. We're talking about using default stuff inside of Zenler, okay? And formatting and all those things can be set up easily inside the platform. And like I've said many times, if you've got another site and you want to test me on getting the same look and feel as emails, doesn't matter if it's emails or pages, I can prove this. So I haven't got a problem with that. I just see that automations coming from any courses or lives you're running should be an integrated part of the platform itself, and to run that outside of it, I don't see that. I don't know why that's being used, but you said it's formatting, and that's your choice, Christina, there. So that's it. I think we're done. We're done with all those things. Hopefully you understood the bump and the upsell part, and you don't have to use much. I know Kevin wants to have a little bit of a chat about upsells and bumps now, and especially with this, because this, at the end of the day, is Kevin's show, and he might tell you, don't use upsells, you're only going to use a bump in this. Over to you, Kevin.
Well, shall we unmute everybody, so if they want to jump on, they can now. So whilst we're just going, because we're at the end now, aren't we?
We are. So remember, you guys can catch up on the replay as well. So you should be able to come up on camera. Hey, Sophia, it's good to see you. Remember, Sophia, I know you're going to miss day 3 tomorrow, but just catch up on the replay, okay? If you can get what's done now, then Kevin's going to share all the marketing tips, and you can pick that up and run with that, okay? Having a day late is not going to hold you back, Sophia, okay?
Okay, thank you. I would like to put a question.
Go ahead. Who said that?
Sophia.
Me.
Go ahead.
So I'm not going to use the planner because it would be all in Portuguese and it's a lot of work, but this is making my brain, ideas. And I'm thinking like taking out a module of my program and using it as an offer, a Black Friday offer, because I have a program already set with 8 modules, and the first module has I don't know how many videos. So maybe I could use that, take this first module of the program out and use it as a Black Friday offer. So my question is, for that, I would have to make like a copy of the course, right? And then delete all the other modules. And then maybe what I can do is that instead of being displayed in the curriculum layout, which I also don't like that much, I would probably display the videos all in itself, not in the curriculum. And my question is, because it has several videos, like, I don't know, 8 videos, the first module, would it be better that it would be all in one page, or like David did the 20 tips for the SEO, that it's one video and then it goes to the next video and it goes to the next video? Page wise, loading page wise, is it better to put all the videos of that module in one page, or make one video per page like David did in the 20 tips for SEO?
That was a funnel. Sophia, I mean, I don't know how Kevin feels about this, but I think he's in agreement with me already. You're just doing too much for this offer. It's supposed to like one video, but to take a whole module out of your course and put it in there, it's not really what this is about. I mean, maybe Kevin has a different thought. This is just how I feel about it. It's something quick. It's something we should be able to put together really quickly. And to actually take a whole module of like 8, 10, 15 videos and put it into a page, I just think it's too much. People want to buy something quick. They want to see and consume something quick. And we're all talking about the bump as well, getting people in the system as about the bump. But what do you think, Kevin? That's just how I feel.
Delivering a digital product, i.e. a planner, a PDF, is different to delivering a course. Okay, so if you want to do the first module of your course as a Black Friday offer, clone the course and have it as a course, right? Discount the course, right? But make them go through the course platform, right? Otherwise, you're either going to have one page with 8 videos on, or you're going to take them through a funnel, which makes them go through about 10 pages by the time they've got to it. In which case, they're probably, and then what happens next? So they go, right, okay, I've just bought this for $5. It's awesome. I want the other, however many modules it is. Then you're going to say, oh, by the way, come in here, and then you take them through the course area. Completely different look and feel. So they're going to get confused. Well, why did you deliver it like that way? Yet now you're delivering it like this way. Do you understand? It's not consistent. And people, when stuff's not consistent, people get confused, and then they don't do stuff because they're like, I don't get it. I just don't know what I'm doing there.
Yeah, and the other thing about it as well is that if you're going to give them module 1 of your main master course that you're thinking of using as the bump, yeah, they're going to have paid for that first module of the course. Then they're going to maybe pay for the bump, the full module. They're going to go in there and they're going to say, this module that I'm looking at here is the same as the one that I just paid for in the course. It's duplicated content. And it will be like, why? It's not a self.
Take a second course, wouldn't you, and strip out module 1?
Well, maybe she would. I don't know.
It's just
I was just thinking about module 1 and no order bumps or anything else. Yeah, but I see.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it. But if you're going to do it, keep it simple. Clone the course, delete everything out, do it as one module, right, and set a price for it just as a Black Friday deal, and then clone the original course again, delete out module 1 and keep everything else, and have that as your future sale from. So whether that's via email follow-up or whether it's as a bump or however you want to do it that way. So in essence, you'll get 3 copies of your course, one with one module 1 in, one with module 2 onwards in, and one with all modules in.
Yeah. I mean, the brief of the brief of this is have something. We've given you something that you can put together really quickly. The brief is to make it a low ticket item, a digital download. What we're talking about now is a Black Friday offer on our course. And that'll work. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. You can do that and set it up and use those blocks like that. You could even tier it. You know, you could even do like Black Friday special tier and open up one module. That way you haven't even got to clone the course, because cloning the course can also cause complications of duplicate students coming in, doubling up the amount of potential work for you. So if you were to do a tiered pricing structure in there, you could then do this one. You have this one's a low ticket item to my full module 1, and you could have that at the discount price, and then that would automatically appear next to the full price, and then they might say, oh, okay, I want that one as well. But the thing is, when they upgrade and want that one as well, they'll go in and it won't be a repetition of module 1. It will just be they've got module 1 access and they've got all the rest of the access as well. That, I think, would be the most elegant way of doing it.
How much does your course sell for at the moment?
Well, I just did the first launching and it was 111 euros.
Okay. And how much would you sell the first module for?
I don't know, maybe 20 euros or something like that.
Too much. They won't buy it. Black
Okay.
Friday is all about doing really, 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 really cheap, as in 90% discounts plus. And if you don't do that, you won't make sales.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody wants everything at an amazing bargain, and everyone's offering stuff that weekend, right? And everybody's looking at that weekend, so yours will stand out as expensive.
Okay.
If you said you're doing it for $5, you might get some bites on it, right? But you're not going to do it at that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Sophia, I'll come back to you afterwards. We'll sort a solution out. Let me have a look at what you've got and we'll sort something out. Don't worry, yeah?
Yeah. But remember, the whole point of this and the whole point of creating this product or giving you this product for these 3 days and for you to sell it is it's so cheap. People don't even think about it. It has to stand out above all of the rest of the noise that everyone's vying for over those 4 days. And we all know what our emails get like. They go super crazy for even the week beforehand, where everyone's saying this is coming, all that stuff, which is all good, right? But it has to be so compelling that people go, I'll just do that because I feel like I've got such a great bargain. I don't want to miss it, right? That's the point to it. If you're going to give it for free, somebody said about giving a module for free. Well, you can do free any time of the year, right? That's not the point.
Marketing funnels. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that is why we're doing it this way, as in, and what I would expect you all to do, and this would be my suggestion, is once we get through Cyber Monday, you to then grab this product and go, right, I'm now actually going to sell it for $20. And that will be my standard price. And it will be somewhere online where you're flogging it for $20, right? And then throughout the course of the year, you might decide to do a discount weekend on it and drop it down. But it will never be as low as what your Black Friday offer is.
Yeah, and that's why that's that digital download in there. But like Sophia, I mean, I'm sure in your course you could think of 3 hacks or 5 hacks. You could go on a camera straight after this live and put a video together and just have those and put it on there, and that's your offer. And say, want to know more at the end of it? Want to know more? My full course covers all of this and more, you know, and it's in a special offer on a bump as well. So you could say that at the end of it, and you could just have that in the course access page as a video on its own, and that's it. It's finished. It's done. It would take you 30 minutes recording time, and you would have that together. rather than give someone access to full module. I don't like that. I don't like people giving away their heart and soul into things that they've put tons of time in and giving it away so so cheap. It's crazy. So I think if you were to just do hacks, all of you in your different fields can do 5 hacks on what you teach, can't you? All of you must be able to. So you could do that easily, Sophia, and you could do that in 30 minutes, have that video on that page, and there it's job done. And then your bump can be the main course, and that's it, you're finished.
But bringing it back to this particular workshop where we're focusing on the planner, let's talk about the bumps and the upsells, right? Now you have to think about how you're going to present that and what you're going to present. As in, think about it from if you were going to look at buying a product, right? And this is where marketing becomes a little bit of a grey area, where you suddenly go, right, okay, I've got this planner for you. We normally sell it for $10. I'm giving it to you for $2.50. Then you go, right, bump offer, come and get this, and it's going to be $50. Okay. And then upsell, come and get this, it's going to be $500. You've got to make sure that what you present to them still has amazing but aligned value. Otherwise, they will feel cheated, manipulated, or any of those things. It will not create a good experience for them. So not only does the product have to be right and aligned with what the planner's objective is, like any product, but the pricing that you move forward with your bumps and upsells has to be correct as well. Now remember, an upsell is always a higher price, right? But a bump is a value add. So it doesn't have to be the same or higher, it can be less. So for example, if you sell your planner for $5, for example, or $10, which you can, your bump could be $5, and then your upsell could be $25. Are you with me? So it creates far less friction, and they still feel all through that process they're getting a great amount of value without you suddenly going, right, little amount, by the way, go and get a loan because I'm going to charge you this amount for that, right? Which doesn't feel very nice. All of your upsells and all your higher ticket stuff can be done in the future. That's the point to this, right? You shouldn't be trying to grab it in that few minutes that they're with you. That's all done in the future. That's all future marketing, future relationship building, and all of that. This is a pure introduction to a paid for thing of yours, and the bump and the upsell should be the same. It should be an introductory, very, very easy entry level financially to get involved with you. And then that might mean that you upsell, like Sophia was saying, a course, but it might only be part of a course, right? That could be your upsell. Yeah. So just think about how the pieces are going to go together. You could, of course, do none of them and just literally, for now, for those 4 days, have just your planner and just go and have that as your marketing strategy. I am not going to upsell you anything. I am just selling this planner to you at this amazing price for 4 days. No tricks, no hounded emails, no any of this stuff. Just have it and enjoy it. Right, and then follow up with a week later with, you've had your planner, how have you found it? Have you enjoyed it? Has it been useful? What else would benefit you to help you with what you're trying to achieve with your planner? Yeah, so it becomes a very natural, very gentle way of introducing other products or services to them way after, because remember, they're going to be hounded on Black Friday that weekend and before. They're going to have everyone selling them everything and anything that they don't even know that they want, right? And we don't want to be those people that make them feel bad about it. We don't want to make them feel, oh, you're only going to get it now because you're going to feel bad, all that stuff. If I was doing it personally, I would not have an upsell or a bump. I would literally just give them that planner, let them have a week to enjoy it, maybe send them a little email saying, it's great, you've got this planner, here's a couple of tips on how to use it really effectively, right? This is what you can do with it. Do a couple, 2, 3, 4 weeks of that type of stuff, and then I start asking questions. You've had the planner for a month. How are you finding it? Is there any areas that you're finding you're really struggling with and want more support? because what that does is not only shows that you genuinely care, it also may give you an opportunity to say, right, let's jump on a call and see if I can help you. Or it may give you the opportunity for them to turn around and say, actually, I'd really like support with this. And you go, I don't offer that. Hang on a minute. Why have I not created a course or one-to-one situation where I can help them with that? But the planner's opened up the conversation, right? So don't think 4 days. Think this is an introduction going forward really nicely. How would you want to be treated? Would you want to be treated sell, big ticket at the end? Or would you like to be told one-time sell, really great price, nice gentle follow-up for a month, introduction to product? So think about go back to your avatar. What would they like? What's their preference? How do they, part of the avatar we did yesterday was how they buy. Yes? So look at your avatar. What would they prefer? Would they just prefer a little bump offer, right? And they're happy with that, but anything more than that's too much? Are they really, really stressed for time and go, look, just get it all out and let's just get on with it? That might be your avatar, I don't know. And therefore you go, right, I'm going to do all of it, but I'm going to position it in a really nice way. Or they might be, oh my God, I'm so stressed with one sale, it does my head in, I can't do any more than that. And therefore you just do a nice little follow-up sequence over the coming month. But that comes down to your avatar, right? For this planner. So be very, very cautious as to how you do it. But don't spend all week thinking about it. Make a choice this week. You've done your avatars. You should know the answer to this question right now. Hey, look at that, Ellie. I love it. You should know the answer to this question. So make your choice today and decide how it's going to look for that person you're creating this planner and this offer for, right? If you create another avatar for the future, it might look a bit different, right? But for this particular one, this is why we get super specific. Make a choice on what they would find acceptable and what would help them make that choice to buy the initial planner, because that's the goal. All make sense? Awesome.
That's good. So yeah, it's all like today is all about like how to put that page together. So as long as you know, it's hard because like people can go off on tangents with like overcomplicating something that we're trying to keep really, really simple and small. And it's like Kevin was saying, if he did it, he wouldn't use a bump or an upsell. I'm pretty much the same. I probably wouldn't either, and just reach out to them gently afterwards. But if you have that product, if it does chime with what your planner or your Black Friday, then you can put it in and offer a discount on it. It's really up to you. It's a good way to try these things out. Like guys, now you know how this has all been put together. So try it out. Just have fun with it this Black Friday. See how it goes. Yeah, and then you'll be better the next time. So Christmas comes up, maybe do a Christmas, try it again. Just keep practicing, keep trying those things, try different things out. Try with a bump in there, not in there, try upsell next time, try leaving it off completely next time. Try thinking about the content you've got and seeing how you can reduce it down to offer something of value that's quick to produce. Because that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make that whole point of us giving those templates, the whole point of Kevin working and getting the Canva PDF planner for you is so that you don't have to do anything. So we want you to run with what we've got. And like I said yesterday, like some people say, oh, but a PDF planner like that doesn't work for my business. But it can work for any business. I shared that tip with you yesterday. I do digital sculpting. Who's going to need a planner? But then if I think, well, if you're monitoring people's hours, digital sculpting, which you do, then it would be good. So it's just adapting what can work. So that planner can now work for me as a Black Friday offer if I wanted it to. So maybe the same with you, Sophia. Maybe you can think of a way that you could make that work for you, or you could produce a video and put it in a page. But as Kevin rightly said, it's all about the PDF planner today. We're going off track.
We're keeping it on topic. So and we're keeping it on topic because I know what you're all like. You do like to make it complicated, right? You seem to have this fixation with let's make it as difficult for ourselves as possible. And I'm trying to make it as super simple as possible. Here's the planner. Go and adapt it. Work out who you want to work with. Think of a customer you've had. Tomorrow's going to be, I'm giving you all this marketing stuff. Fill in the blanks, right? David's giving you all the code for the pay. It's so easy, honestly. And here we are back in a position where everyone's overthinking it again. Right, we've got to stop overthinking. We've got to be brave. We've got to put on our big girl pants and go, I'm putting this offer out. I'm going to do it. I'm going to love it. My people are going to love it. And I'm just going to get on with it. Right, because next month's another month. We'll do something else next month. Right.
Yeah, just back it.
We'll have the Black Friday. It will go really well, or maybe it won't go so well. But what it probably will be for most of you is the first time you've ever done a Black Friday offer. I would say, maybe some of you have never done it before, and you will have achieved something. You've done one before, Anna. Yeah, oh,
no.
You haven't. Oh, okay, it's your first one, right? So the thing is, it works. You'll experience it. You'll know what that frenzy is like and what it's like to be someone trying to get heard above that noise. Because if you can get noticed during a Black Friday 4-day weekend, you can get noticed throughout the other 51 weekends of the year. Right, so this will really get you thinking about your messaging, how you approach things, what your processes are, your audience that you've got, all of this stuff. And tomorrow is going to be awesome because I've literally given you all of the marketing stuff you need for this. Right, it's so easy, and it's literally copy, fill in the blanks, paste, schedule, done, bomb, finished. Right. If you thought David's one today was easy, this is going. Mine's got no code in it. Right, no copy and pasting code from me. Right, it's super simple.
I can't. I've got to have that though. I've got no choice. Right.
David's got some sort of addiction. I think it's Coders Anonymous or something. I think he goes through.
Well, it's the only way to deliver it. I can't. If I could go on everyone's site and just do it all for you, I promise you I would. But I really haven't got time. So copy and paste that code. It is probably it's not complicated because it's copy and pasting code. But when we talk about code, people go, oh, I'm afraid of it. But don't be afraid of it. Just follow the videos, to pause it and go through it. Kevin's already said he's got something that he's just going to give you tomorrow as well. I haven't even seen it. I haven't seen that, Kevin. I haven't seen what you're giving away. So I don't know. So I've got to add it in there. He's keeping it all under wraps. He's just giving me my job to do. Make sure they understand this and then I'm off. So
my last point that I wanted to make, which and if you guys have questions or anything you want to jump in with, do feel free to jump in, is where we took that bit of code for the coupon link, the question mark and then the end bit. If this is going to go wrong on the pricing side, that's where it will go wrong, as in you haven't copied it all properly. You've missed a digit off somewhere, right? It's really, really common for people to not quite highlight it properly and miss off the question mark or whatever the end digit. So if it's not working, double check that, because that's normally where it goes wrong. Okay, so just be super, super careful you've got that right. And David,
and you can test it.
Said, you know, copy it, put it into a Word doc or whatever doc you want to put it in, so you can then check it on the screen. Is it right before you put it anywhere? Right.
Yeah, and you can click. You can click it. You can click that link, and if you click that link, it will throw the page up, and then you'll see that it works. Okay, so definitely test it.
Yeah,
we're dealing with code, but yeah, it should all be. You'll be fine. I know you'll all be good. You know.
Right. Any other questions? Anyone want to ask anything? Have we got any questions? Has anyone got any thoughts, feelings, fears, wonderings, ponderings? I can't think of any more words.
I do have a question, but it might be marketing.
Okay.
And the question is, I actually have two sites on Zenler, and one is where I sell my books, and one is where I sell my classes. And I'm wondering if offering one of my small books, they're all print, and I have to then mail them to people. But I'm wondering if I say, for Black Friday, order one of these two books and I'll send you this other one free. That sounds more like a bump to me. That I'm not sure that's really a Black Friday sort of thing. And my avatar loves free stuff, by the way. So
Look, who doesn't, right? There's lots of people that don't, but we don't pay our bills with free stuff, do we?
yeah, exactly.
So
So
you want to give them, you want to sell your book, and then you want to give them a book, another book for free.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then all the people that actually spent money and bought the book are going to look at that and say, well, damn it, why didn't she do that for me?
Yeah, but they're not getting 2 books, are they? A deal's a deal when a deal's a deal, right? You don't walk into January sales and go, hang on a minute, I bought that in December and it was an extra 10 quid. Give me my money off, dear. You go, oh well, suck it up. I could have waited, but I didn't. Right?
Yeah, right.
So it's just the way that it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had that. I've had that so many times when I've sent out coupons. I've had people sign up to £250 courses, and then I've decided to run a special offer and sent it out for 100. And I have maybe had 2 people say, "Oh, I could have got it that cheaper."
Okay.
And I did, to be honest. I refunded them 150 each on those. I did that myself. I didn't have to, but I've only ever had 2. So it's like, it doesn't happen. It's like people buy it when it's just like Kevin said, people wait for deals. I often get people mail me and say, when are you running the next sort of like promotion or something? Okay. And I say, well, I'm not giving you an ETA, a bit like Zenler that way. And but a deal's a deal when a deal's a deal, as Kevin said. So you take it or you know.
Okay. Well, then for the class, my classes, just give them a free handout, plant guide is what I call them. But it is almost useless without taking the class itself. So you're stressing, make it easy, and I'm trying to think of something easy to do. But when you have a big course, how do you
Why are you thinking of doing it on a course? Why are you not using the planner? Why you do gardening stuff, right? Why do you not turn it into a year-long gardening planner?
Because it would take a lot of work to do that. Seriously.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I looked at it. I went through everything yesterday, and it was like, how could I do this? How could I use this? And I thought it would be great, but
so why not do it as a seasonal planner then and break it down into the 4 seasons?
That might work. Seriously.
Because you're thinking of like you've got all this stuff to do throughout the year. Just do it as a 3-month seasonal planner, right? What do they need to do within those 3 months? I'm not being funny. There's only so many days there's only 90 days in 3 months. What can they possibly do that's so complicated in 90 days?
My best-selling book won an award and is called the Month by Month Gardening Guide. And
Okay.
it's 75,000 words. I don't know how to make it smaller.
You're not rewriting a book, are you? You're giving them a planner. You're giving them actionable tasks that they need to record.
That's what the book is.
What they do.
That's what. See, I don't know how to condense it into a planner. I really don't. It's an entire book. So maybe I just need to sleep on it and think about it and come back around and.
Your planner doesn't have to cover every different possible scenario.
If you're ADHD, it does.
No, it really
No,
doesn't.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to, keep shooting down your ideas. You're right. It doesn't.
My last feeling on this, and before I stop the conversation, is if you did a seasonal planner focused on a particular type of gardener, think of your avatar. What type of garden do they have that they need a planner for? Right, so you're not only niching it down to a season, you're niching it down to a type of gardener, right?
Yeah, maybe they've got pot plants or something. They just look after
a balcony. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, and maintain. So what you're doing is you're taking a big subject and you're boiling it down to one sort of little side of it. It's like I said to you earlier, like, although we got the PDF planner, you could take all that text out there and write your text in there and just give like 5 top gardening tips. It's done. You know, you could put a general thing like when you should maybe prune the trees or those sort of things. You know, you could do a very general thing and not make it so. What you're trying to do is you're trying to turn an encyclopedia into a cheap free giveaway, and you don't want to do that. You want to take aspects of that, and this would be perfect for you because, like Kevin's already said, if you're doing a bump or something, then you always want it to be in chiming with what you're doing for your Black Friday offer. So if you did something like 5 top tips inside that PDF planner, so delete it out, put some text in there, drop it in there, then did something like when you should a little bit of a diary even, you know, in there, then say, right, this is it. And if you want to know all about my stuff, all about gardening and all of these things, because this is just a little snippet for you starting off your gardening career, then you could say, then the bump is there. And someone asked, like, should they include something in their PDF, like telling people about an offer they've got? This is not stopping you. We've just put the placeholder together. Kevin's put that placeholder together for you to use as a planner, but you could take that content and turn it into some sort of text document as well if you wanted to. And keep it small. Don't go overboard with it.
Well, hopefully that's given you a little bit of clarity and something to think about.
Jump back in real quick. I think maybe what I could do is turn it into a fertilizer planner. That's one aspect of all of the gardening. And then you could say, hey, you know, fertilize your roses before they bloom, whatever.
That's good. You're already thinking about it. Yeah, I don't know if you're looking at the chat, but there's quite a few good little comments coming in the chat. Like Wendy's put a good one. Like maybe you could do a roadmap for beginners getting into gardening, with ideas, get them ready for your course down the track. And then you've got Birdie's put in here, winter tips for potted plants. There's some really good little stuff going on in the chat there. I'll try and grab some of these and put them into the page so you can see, or send you that. But we're going to be doing a blog from this anyway, so good. Yeah, it's good. So you guys are helping each other anyway, don't really need us. Fertilizer planner is great. Yeah. So guys, are there any more questions? We've got tomorrow as well. So it's like if you're still thinking about these ideas, you have got some time. Yeah. You got that day 1 to look at, make sure that's nailed. Try and get the bits done that we did today. I'm sure once you stop and pause the video, you're going to get it all in place. Okay, and you can still think about that offer at the end. We're not saying it has to be finished now. You can wait till the end of day 3 after you've heard those tips. You can watch the replays back later, but you can go in there and you can add that offer later if you want to, because you've got the training that's going to help you do all this stuff. So this goes out to people that are thinking maybe not to use the PDF and you need to put your content together like Sophia. Okay. How are we doing, Kevin? Are we done?
Almost. I haven't forgotten. I was going to get you all to hold up your avatars that you did. How many? See, you all thought you got away with it. I mean, Ellie's done it. I've seen hers. I'm well pleased with that. That's awesome. Look at that. Who else has done theirs? Anybody? If it's not on screen, it doesn't exist.
Who's done it? Ellie's done it.
Helen.
Oh,
Yes.
Jack. What is that though, Jacqueline? If you fake that, I can't see it. You can't see it. Your green screen's going wild. It's all the wild flowers. That's your virtual background. Ellie's the winner then.
Helen's
I
done it.
redid my old avatar because it wasn't working.
It's good. Oh,
There we go. Look at that.
did you draw that just now? Did you? thought you're quick. It came up late.
Love it.
Oh, brilliant.
Just
So we got Helen,
before
Jacqueline,
just
and
before the
Ellie.
class, I did it.
That's fabulous.
Birdie's done it but not printed it. Done but not printed, Nikki says. Remember, the printing of it, right, having it on the wall is the important part. Keeping it somewhere digital means it stays in the archives of the digital world, right? I can't stress how important it is to print it off. And I'm not a big advocate for overprinting, right? It's not my thing, but it really is important that you do that. And then when you're sitting there like you, Jacqueline, thinking, what am I going to create? It's not what am I going to create, it's what am I going to create for Frank, my avatar. What does he want? Mate, what do you want? Tell me what you want, all right? Because they will tell you what they want, even though it's just a piece of paper, right? If you cannot get your head into the fact that that's the person you're dealing with for this project, you're going to always struggle to market your business. It's a fact. That's not me coming out with some sort of marketing mumbo jumbo. It's absolute fact. Yeah, you will always forever struggle because what you will create is what you want to create, not what your avatar wants to buy. Right? And ultimately, that's what we're doing it for, right? Because someone out there wants to buy what you're creating, whether it's your course, this planner, whatever it is. So if you can't get in their head and have that imaginary conversation like I do, like a bit of a nutter, right, then it's never going to work. You're going to be here next year and next year going, I'm not selling anything, that I can't get my course done, I can't finish my course, and all of that because you just can't take the first step, which is getting this done. And it is so important, so important. And I promise you, once you do it and you do it properly, right, and you sit there and have those conversations with them, everything else suddenly starts falling into place for you. Right, when you look at doing your pages like we've done today, right? How would Wendy like this page? Would she like this page? Is it too masculine? Is it too bright? And would she find it offensive? Do I need to put more pastel colours in there that she would enjoy more, right? Do I need to make it more of something different? Does it need to be slightly rearranged differently to please them, to make them feel comfortable coming to that page? Or do they walk in thinking they've walked into a war room, right? And therefore it frightens them off. Or if it's somebody else with a completely different personality, but they love the strength that it shows through that page. Does it really speak to their inner warrior that they want to get involved and really nail it through that? But you don't know if you don't ask them, right?
Yeah. And we know, like, it's really good, like, for you guys to really, really try and get this finished. Because we know, like, it's really high. It's like 97% of people just get stopped in the tracks and they don't get courses done. I mean, you're already ahead of the curve because you hopefully have all got your courses done and you've all got your sites ready. Most people do not, okay? So you're already doing really well. So a little bit of a push at this stage to get things done, not overcomplicate it, like Jacqueline, right? Trying to turn it into an encyclopedia when it's just a quick offer. That's what you need to do. It's all right, Jacqueline, everybody does it, you know? You're into your thing, you think people need to know every kind of aspect of stuff, but some people just need a start, you know? And I think if you can create an offer that gets people started, it probably means they're going to continue and take your bigger courses. So use it as a way to get people started into something. That includes you, Sophia, as well. With like a hack video, people understand what you're doing and then they're more likely to come into you because they see you as an instructor. Okay, I'm done. Are you done, Kevin? Are we finished?
I think we're done. We've got the last day tomorrow. So tomorrow's all going to be about the pre-sale and the live sell. Right, how we're marketing it, how we're going to be approaching it, what assets you need to adapt that I'm going to give you tomorrow. So it's not going to be a real long day. There'll be stuff that you get access to. I'll make sure David's got access to that as well, so it goes up on the replay page for you to download, and then you can get cracking with it. So it's super simple to do. You don't need anything externally. You know, all of this can be done within the Zenler platform as always. So if you want to use outside stuff, you can. I mean, somebody mentioned earlier they do all their email stuff outside. That's fine if you want to do that. You know, you can use it wherever you want, really. But this is going to be, this will give you the structure. Now, this, when I say it's a structure, it's not rigid. As in, if you want to add more in, you can. If you want to take bits away, you can. But this gives you a proven sequence that will work, right, as is. But if you want to adapt it and change it and add little bits or take little bits away, then you're more than welcome to do it in your own style. So, but remember, and the key to this particular workshop is Black Friday is busy. The lead up to Black Friday is busy. So when we communicate and market any type of offer in the preceding 2 weeks and the 4 days of the live session, we have to make it punchy, short, and to the point, but without being abrupt. Right? So there's a fine balancing act to be had there. But if you're writing one of Jacqueline's War and Peace emails, right, they're not going to read it. They're just going to give up because it'll be the 50th email they've seen that day, right? So headlines, and we'll cover some of this tomorrow, headlines are going to be super, super important. It's probably the most important thing in, not just in, I'm not going to go into too much. We'll go into it tomorrow, right? Let's leave some for tomorrow. But yeah, it's going to be super, really super good. And you're going to walk away having the whole thing ready to go for you. As soon as you want to commit and get it done.
Yeah, and it's achievement. You will have achieved something. You will have moved forwards, and it's all about that. Sometimes it's not even about the sales. Well, I personally think it's not about the sales. Sometimes it's about actually taking that first step. Because as soon as you take that first step, you can repeat it, and you can get better at it. And we'll all start somewhere. We've got to, you know, if we don't do anything at all, we're not going to achieve anything at all. But if you start something, then you can build upon it and you'll get better at it. So it's just to get these ideas. Sometimes it's more about the ideas than it is just giving you lots of freebies. It's to understand the principles. Lots of you put in there, when we linked it up to the coupon, you were saying, oh yeah, I get it now, you know. And those kind of light bulb moments can change businesses. So just take it all in, try and do it, do the best you can, and just have fun with it as well. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, but for me, it's very much about the sale, right? It's 100%. This workshop is about you making some money. I don't even care if it's $2.50, right? Make something, right? That's my goal for all of you, because your stuff shifts. Some of you have never made sales through your Zenler stuff. I know that, right? And stuff moves. It shifts inside you when you make that first sale. It 100% does. Everybody remembers the first sale they make, whether it's within a course or a digital product like this. So hopefully some of you will experience that, and it will be absolutely transformative for you, because once the first one's done, right, guess what? It opens up internally the floodgates for you to do more, and it takes that pressure off you. Yeah, because there's always that internal pressure, our internal money story that we have running through our heads about our self-worth and this and that and all that other stuff. And I apologize to any mindset or money coaches that are listening, but we do have, a lot of people have that, and this hopefully will eradicate that, and you'll just go, this is awesome. I've now got people that get me, right? And they're going to love everything that you do. So for me, yeah, I love the fact you all learn, but I want you making money, right?
Okay, see you guys tomorrow then. We'll say bye-bye.
1 o'clock tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you there.